Hello, everybody, and welcome again to A Voice in the Wilderness. And today I wanted to try to start doing something new that I'm not sure if it's for the viewers or if it's for me. But I thought we would start reading from different daily devotions. Today I'm reading from the Little Zen Companion. I'm not even sure if they print this book anymore. I've had this book for 20 plus years, maybe 25 years, somewhere around there. I'm getting old, I lose track. But just some thoughts that'll help us during the day. So I hope it'll help you as it helps me. And again, I'm not sure if I'm doing this for the audience or for myself. But today I read a little passage that I understand now that I'm older, that when I was younger I thought I understood it, but not like when you start pushing 50. And the saying goes, the map is not the territory. And that is written by Alfred Korzybski, if I'm saying that right. And the thing about Zen is it points a lot to our concepts that we put in our head and illusions in our head of how things are and what things are. For example, we might look at suffering and see it as suffering because things didn't go the way we planned it or the way we have it designed in our head, but that's not real. What we imagine is not real. It is important to have that aim because that's how we get through the day without more problems, and how we get through it safely, and why we don't starve, and why the house is clean, and why we solve diseases. But there is also another element of getting in touch with reality. And a lot of times we mistaken the map for the territory because we look at the map and we start to think we're experiencing the territory. And once you get into the territory, it could be anything. It could be marshy, it could be muddy, it could be flat land, it could be cool weather, it could be cold weather. And a lot of times we don't realize the work that needs to be put into something like exploring the territory, the money, the time. And life is like that. When you want to make something happen in life, the thought process is often the easiest part. It's from there that it gets very difficult because things are not going to go the way you think they are. And I don't even like to say things are going to go your way because you don't have a way. We are just a creature attached to a thought process, just roaming. Life does not work for us the way we feel like it should work. And I feel like that's a power we can get, and that's something you can learn. I want to just say through religion, period. I'm going to refer to Zen today, but understanding how things are. I often think that we misunderstand faith, and we see people that have a lot of faith. I think the people that have perfect faith, I think they see things the way they are. I think they understand the way things are. I think when they pray and they lean on God, they're not just leaning on some magical mystery of if I pray this way, it's going to happen. They're praying according to the way things are and maybe how things can be, if that makes sense. We often get mad and lose faith in God and hate God because we have an idea of the way things should be, and when it doesn't work out that way, well, God doesn't exist. And I think that's common for all of us. I think all of us feel that way. And if we could come to a place to where we really understand that this is just my idea and my concept, this is not God. For example, the map is not the territory. So we look at the map and now we're getting mad at the territory because when I saw this map, it didn't look like it was going to be this hard to hike through this terrain. It didn't look like this was going to be that big of a problem. For example, in this younger generation, how many people use hiking apps and they'll look at the hike and they'll be like, it's only 3 miles. That's not going to take that long. Well, it's 3 miles uphill. And those of you that hike know 3 miles uphill can take as long as 6 or 8 miles. A 9-mile hike uphill takes half the day as opposed to 9 mile hike on flat ground. So I hope I'm making myself clear because I have a hard time explaining things. That being said, I forgot to turn on my microphone. Isn't that awesome? All right, we got the microphone hooked up. I'm really bad at this audio thing. And you know what's funny? Is I used to record music and be an audio engineer, but for some reason when I do videos, I do every rule, everything you could do you're not supposed to do, I do it when it comes to recording a video. I think it's because I'm used to doing things in the studio. I'm used to you do all the stuff you need to do, and then you go in the studio, and then you make the sound and you correct the sound. You have all the fancy equipment. Anyways, enough of that. Sorry to interrupt our thought process. But this is something that can help us with our anxiety and our frustration and our anger, is to maybe now start to look at when we wake up in the morning, realizing what today is going to be. Realize that there is a little bit of randomness. I'm going to do the best I can do to try to contain this wild horse and keep things together. But there is an element today that today is going to be exploration. You ever notice when people go camping or they go take a vacation, nothing quite goes right? They seem to handle it better than their normal home life. And nothing is different or changed. Both situations you're alive, both situations are kind of random. So, before I ramble on too long, I just want to keep to the point. Remember, look at life. Are you looking at your situation as a map or as a territory? It's okay to look at the map to see where to go. You're looking where to go because of what you have to deal with in the territory. I hope this will free some of you of your thoughts and anxiety. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. I'm having a hard time with this channel getting it out because of algorithm. I've done other projects on YouTube that I did not have a problem getting people to view it. But for some reason, I am with this one. Anyways, thank you and tune in again to A Voice in the Wilderness.